Simultaneous live stream with Josie and Bob. A shopping trichomany, shopping tribe insanity.
Evening tribe, hello and thank you all for being here. Hello Karen, hello Leanne, hello Kath, hello Sam, hello everybody. And Helen, I'm so sorry about your car accident and reading what you went through. One of our tribe members, Helen, saves little kitties. She goes out to their colonies and she traps them so that they can get desexed and all of that. Please don't let your cats out, especially at night. Hi Gail. And so and then she was taking two to the vet and then she had a car accident. Okay, so sending all our love to you and everybody else and Leanne and after your surgery and everybody that's jumping on the stream live tonight. We are live, we're a minute in. So if you're watching us on subsequent nights, if it's not Thursday night, you don't see the little red timer, then you're watching on record and I won't read your comment. But if you're watching us live at 8 on a Thursday night, I'll be able to see your comment. Giveaways tonight. We've had a big week. I missed you guys last week, but we're back and what a huge week. We've had Pope Francis passed away. That was sad. Listen, I'm excited that the front runner for the new, well, he's not the front runner actually, but he is, it's between him and the Italian guy, but there's two popes that are coming up. Yes, more Italians, Bob. I'm Italian, Bob. Did you know that? Oh my God, I am. Hi, Aid. Welcome. Hi, Allison. The front runner is Filipino, and I really think it's time for someone from the Philippines because those people are dead set the most Catholic people on earth. They leave the Italians and the South Americans and the Polish. They are half the churches in Australia would be empty if it wasn't for the Filipino community. And the Tongans and Samoans now as well. But so there's never been an Asian pope. There's a black pope that's up for Pope Sarah, and he's up for up in the running as well. But he's very concerned. See, the thing about Pope Francis was he was quite liberal, quite open-minded, very inclusive sort of pope. I do not think we'll get another pope like him for a long time. A lot of people were very upset about how inclusive he was. So I don't know what this Filipino guy's like. I think he's a little bit more on that side. So very interesting to see, but very sad because Pope Francis was the most human pope I think that we've ever had. Because Bob, do you know he was in love? He wasn't in love, but yeah, he was infatuated with a woman that he met at a wedding, and he was already a priest. Yes, and he went to a wedding one night and he became completely infatuated with a woman that he met at this wedding. And he said, but because he was, a priest, he never acted on it. And he said, and eventually, the infatuation faded. But I think he's the first pope to sort of admit that. And yeah, so he had quite a colourful life as well. And he was, and then they wanted to kill him because he was a priest that used to do a lot with the homeless people. So the gangs, the gangs in South America and stuff. I don't want to racially profile ananybody. So there was a time where his life was in danger and he had to move. And yes, he had quite a colourful for 4 minutes in. And I'm already making some racist comments. Sorry, everybody, about that. Where's my montage of Pope Francis? Because I especially sent one that, one of my things isn't working. Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, you can hear me through the iPad. Do I need to turn it down? No, I have turned... What do you mean? Oh, no, hold on 1 second. Yeah. It might be better now, guys. Hi, Gail. What did Gail say? Oh, can you play that? Thank you. Yeah, that's right, Egg. Time for oh, Joe's on the line. Hi, Joe. Yeah, he was beautiful, Pope Francis. I really loved him a lot. I think he was the nicest. But then Pope John Paul was great because he was Polish, and my mum's Polish, so I liked him because he was Polish too. But I think he was very special, Pope Francis, because he had a special place in his heart for children and for the poor. You know, he really did a lot before he became Pope for the poor. And he was fun. He was fun. Yeah, take a look at this. Yeah, see, look, he was like a fun Pope. Oh, there's the Queen. She's gone too now. That's sad, isn't it? What the hell? That wasn't the whole thing. You need to restart it. Bob, you need to restart it. That was only halfway through. Let's start it again. Here we go. Hi, Christine. Hi, Lydia. Welcome. Hi, Bet. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sandra. Hi, everyone jumping on. There he is. Yeah, he's a sweetie. It's beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Anyway, so we'll follow that. We'll follow the what do they call it? The votes. We'll let you know, guys. It'll be breaking news. You heard it here first. Oh, the other it's been a big week. Australia made the news as well over the last week with the twins. Australia made the news with those twins. Now, this is I want to show you this. I know you've all seen it, but I really, really want to say something about it at the end of this, because if there is anyone who's accidentally become famous that deserves everything, it's these two. I hope Kellogg's are on it with the whole, I don't know, double the fun at breakfast. I hope that Nespresso are on it with like double the pep in your step. I'm thinking of these as you go. I hope these brands are flocking to the door of these twins, and I hope they make millions and millions and millions of dollars. I hope they already have an agent, because they look like a couple of battlers. And you know how people get famous and you go, what did happen to them? Like the gross Kardashians. Like, they're gross. I'm sorry. I'm not a Kardashian fan. No, because I don't. I'm not a big fan of them because they're, I don't know, they're a bit toxic. They're putrid. I don't really like them. Sorry. Now, it's not that I don't really like them. I just begrudge. I resent the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars that they've made as a family with their... So anyway, bitter. I'm bitter, I suppose. So I don't really have any real discernible talent. But when someone becomes famous and gets really, really rich and they've done not much to deserve it, but you're happy for them, well, these two fit the bill. Anyway, take a look. I know you've all seen it. The clips are everywhere, but I made Bob get us one because I just love it so much. I hope they get super rich.
But we have tried to talk separately, but we're not ourselves. It's not us.
Two Australian sisters capturing the internet's attention for almost always speaking in unison.
How do you know exactly what your twin is going to say?
Well, I don't know. No, it just happens automatically.
Twins Bridget and Paula Powers went viral after giving an interview to 7 News Queensland, sharing the moment they witnessed a wild carjacking.
And he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, "Run! He's got a gun!" And our heart started to pound.
It's not the first time the pair's in-sync speaking has caught major attention. Explaining to Good Morning Britain in 2016, they're used to taking people by surprise.
Some people go,
do you rehearse a conversation? We said, no, how can you rehearse a conversation? It's a bit stupid.
This is one of the greatest interviews I have ever conducted.
The sisters say they're never apart and never get tired of each other. They're kind of like one entity, so it's hard for one twin to speak and the other to stay silent.
Bridget, what's your favourite thing in the world? What would you say?
My favourite thing in the world would be is we just love what we're doing, rescuing wildlife.
And we always love the seabirds.
They're so cute. So listen, I just hope every commercial entity out there are vying for them and trying to outbid each other to get these twin sisters to sign up. And I hope they make hundreds of millions of dollars. And I just hope that they're I was watching an American show today where they were discussing it, and the anchor was going, yeah, but I think it's a bit fake because I think that they sort of plan it beforehand. They know the questions, and so that one is sort of like that. And I'm just like, shut up. Who cares? Like, who cares? It's too adorable, and it's a positive thing, and it's a nice news story, and it's an Aussie story. So we love it, and I really, really hope that all good things come to them. All good things come to them. And I am slightly fascinated as well by twins and the whole idea of twins. But you can see how it can happen, because even if you're siblings, people meet, you know, people meet my sister and they go, oh my God, you talk exactly this. Oh, I'll tell you what happened to me. I was on the street the other day, a couple of weeks ago now, and a baseball cap and all covered up and stuff. And I stopped to talk to someone who had an English bulldog. Surprise, surprise. I stopped to talk to someone because I love English bulldogs. So I was talking to him, and a lady walking past heard my voice, who knew my mum, and said, Helen's here, and looked around and went, there's no Helen, and went, that must be her daughter, and came up to me and said, are you Helen's daughter? And heard my voice and knew that I was related to my mum. True story. So I can understand so it's not so crazy to believe that twins that are together all the time, that are already genetically identical, are twins genetically identical, Bob? Is their DNA 100% the same? So if one commits a murder and leaves DNA, do they not know which one committed the murder? Could they split them? Oh, Helen Marshall's a twin. And their birthday was the 17th of April. So Helen, is your DNA exact? I think maybe non-identical twins are probably not exactly the same. Hi, Karen. Karen's with us tonight. Hi, Karen. Christine says, I love the twins. I have identical twin sons. I thought they were alike, but nothing like these twins. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, when I was pregnant each time, my mum was like, oh, God, I pray it's twins. She was one of those people that just really thought twins were an amazing blessing. I was like, if they're twins, I'm jumping off that cliff. So I never wished for it. But my mum was one of those people that really loves. I would have found a cliff, Bob. I would have driven to a cliff. Yes. So Bob has said their DNA is essentially the same. So one could commit a crime. Hi, Korean, love you. And the other one could get pinned for it. Anyway, that's very interesting. So anyway, I do digress, everybody. Welcome to the stream tonight. Hey, sorry we missed last week. We are live this Thursday night. Everybody's jumping on tonight. Hello to everyone that's here. Sam says it does, sorry, I know not to harp on about the twins thing, but Sam says it depends if they are from a split egg or if they're fraternal twins from two separate eggs fertilized at the same time. Yes. Thank you, Sam. Yes, and I think I think those two are a split egg. I think those two are definitely a split A. Happy birthday to everyone that had birthdays in April, including my son, my mum, my dad, who passed away in January. So it was 1 year it was his birthday on the 2nd of April. So that's always tough, but we're getting there, everybody. Thank you so much. And also today, oh my gosh, so much is happening. Oh, also what we're going to do tonight I've got comments coming through on my phone. I've got comments coming through. See these pretty earrings here, these ones at the back? Oh, they're pretty. Oh, someone's going to win a set of those tonight from Luster and Sage, everyone. We're doing a big giveaway, another big giveaway soon, which I'm going to not spoil at the moment, but keep commenting. That's what I'll say. Keep commenting, everybody. Keep your comments coming. Hey, listen, like the stream and share the stream afterwards. And just by showing up, just by being here, you could, oh, you know who's still here? I'll tell you who's still here. Till the 3rd. He's still here. He's here until I know he may as well be my dog. I would actually love him to be my dog. I used to hate these cavoodle Frankenstein style dogs, but I really like them now. He's very sweet. But I've also got another announcement. He doesn't know what's about to hit him. Because my mum and stepdad get back from overseas on the 3rd of May. And on the 4th of May, they're picking up their new puppy, Bruce. And this guy, I know that's going to be interesting. This guy's getting a brother. But he's not a cavoodle, he's a spoodle. So he's a spaniel poodle. And Ozzy's not. And I said to Mum, can I keep Ozzy now because you're getting another one? And they said, no. I did try and keep you because you're just so cute. Oh my God. That's my stepdad, Ozzy and Bruce. He is not Italian. I'll let you guess what nationality my stepdad is. Anyway, so yes, little Brucey's coming, and he's like a grey blue color, and he's got blue eyes, but I think that's because he's a puppy. I don't think they stay blue. I'm not sure, but at the moment they're blue. Gail said he won't want to go home. He does love it here because he's got the cat and he's got another dog, but soon he's going to have another dog at my mum's. So that's nice for him. So I do think dogs like to have company. So I'm happy for Ozzy that he's getting company. So I've got him at the moment, but why did I bring that up? I can't remember why I brought Ozzy up. Ozzy, can you remember why I started telling everybody you were here? You go home on the 3rd. I don't remember. It'll come back to me. What I want to show you, this is another, okay, so this came in today so I've got friends at the moment that are traveling through the US and they're in San Francisco. I want to show you their hire car because I sent this to Bob today and I couldn't believe it. Their hire car drives itself. So this is how they're driving around San Francisco. Bob, have you got the clip? This is them. This is them. So she's in the back seat and there is Marcelo. Hi, Marcelo. Hi, Marcelo. And this is them driving around San Francisco. Is that not crazy? Is that not? Is it a Tesla? It's not Tesla, is it? No, Elon Musk started this. Yes. Yeah. So that's cool. That blew my mind. Because when I was little, I used to watch the Jetsons and I used to think that by the age I am now, we'd all be flying around in those cars. We'd all be living in the stars and doing all that stuff. And really, it's been disappointing where we're at. We haven't really done much, to be honest. Haven't done much at all. So now at least the cars can drive themselves. So Leanne said that's so unsettling. Karen said no way. Adrian says, wow, amazing. Don't know if I trust it. But then you got to, Gail said you'll have 2 dogs to look after, Juzzy. No, so just to go back to the dogs. So I've put my foot down, Gail. I said I've got too much on my plate. So they've made a deal with the breeder that they're getting the puppy from, that when they go overseas, that they're going to give Bruce back to the breeder. And he said he's happy to look after it when they do their overseas trips. But now my stepdad's turned 80, so the insurance for the overseas trips has gone through the roof. So my mum's only 72 or something. My mum's, young. So my stepdad's 80 though. So now the insurance for all the cruises is really high. So they've got one in November, and I don't know how many more they're going to go on, because it's, I don't think we'll have to worry too much about that. Corinne says I'll look after them. I'm only worried about the cat. Look, I'm happy to look after the dogs, but most dogs don't want to be around a cat, and it's really annoying when they chase the cat. Ozzy's amazing with the cat. So, except he does, try to have his way with the cat, which is because he's very confused, because he's not desexed, because mum doesn't want to desex him in case she bumps into another one that's not desexed and she can get another puppy. Listen, I don't want to talk about my mum anymore, because the more I speak, the more, I suppose it is a bit like therapy. Yeah, because we're like, why don't you desex him, mum? She goes, I would never do that, because she thinks he's walking around with these like testicle money bags to have puppies that she can then hoard for herself. I said, yes, mum, but the chances of you running into, so she asks people on the street when they're walking, oh, what a lovely dog, is it desexed? And everyone's like, yes. And she's like, oh, okay, see ya. So I'm just going to move on. Aid said some places in China use drones for most deliveries. Yes, now I've seen that as well, and Japan, where the drones are doing now the food delivery and the package delivery and stuff like that. Now that is going to be very interesting when that comes to Australia. People saying, oh, well, I don't think that I could trust a driverless car, but we get in planes, and guys, the planes, that's a good point, Bob. Bob said, well, we trust everybody else on the road, and they're much worse. And, when you get up in the plane, you've got to rely on the GPS, that it's all going to work, and every little bolt and every little screw. So, Corinne, she's a puppy pimp. She is. Excuse me, is your dog desexed? That's a good one. Oh, that's a great comment. Karen says, but she can't keep all the puppies, and you don't know if they're all going to good forever homes. She would probably try, Karen, to keep all the puppies. I think my mum had babies. She had me and my sister. My mum was 19 with my sister, very young. So not really young for back then. How old was your mum, Bob, when with her first? It wasn't so crazy back then, but it is now. If you see a 19-year-old with a baby now, you go, what the hell happened to you? Yeah, Bob said early 20s, 22, 23. That's what I mean, Bob. Like, it was just, that's what they did. I was lucky at 22, 23 I was excited if I caught the right bus and got to where I needed to go. There was no way I was thinking about being a mother. I can't imagine having a baby at 19. Anyway, a lot of people, Kat says Tinder for pooches. Oh, gosh. Yes, we are, Adrian. Yes, we are. Very, very far behind. So tonight, what should we do, Bob, about the earrings? I'm just trying to think what would be the best way. I really want to give these away. I have to, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just going back through the comments because I just want to. There's a lot of comments tonight. I thank you, Helen. He is. Oh, how do I do that? Sorry, everyone. I'm just doing some technical stuff with Bob. No, because you're on the computer Okay, I'm going to try and select Bet's comment. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So I'm clicking. I would love to be able to do that, but it doesn't give me an option to do that. Yeah, I think it's because I'm not on the computer. That would be good because then, so if I could do that, would the comment come up on the screen, Bob? Okay. So, I've scrolled up too much. Can I give the earrings to Bet because it's her birthday on the 15th? Bet. So you don't need to worry, okay? But you don't need to worry. Oh, it's up. Oh, right. So go up. So it's BETTE, like as in Bette Midler. And it's, yes, like Bette. She is gorgeous. But it's her birthday on the 15th. Yes. But I don't know if she'll like these. Just one sec. Now, I've got two things. I don't know, because I've also got this. I don't know if you'll like, there you go. I don't know what she was talking about there, but there's another comment further on where she talks about her birthday being the 15th. Bet, do you like this bracelet? Right, so I've got this bangle. It's like a bangle. This is a sample bangle sent to me by another jeweler, not Luster and Sage. Or I have the Luster and Sage earrings. They're right here. They're like little double hoops. And I'm not sure which ones. See, they're here at the back here. So I'm not sure, Bet, which ones you would prefer, the bangle or the earrings. If I don't hear back from you for your birthday, Bet, I'm going to send, and because you haven't had a prize in ages, I'm going to send, I'll have to decide. Anyway, but get back to me if you want the earrings or the bangle. So they're for Bet tonight, everybody. See, can you see her comment now, Bob? I don't know if you can. Oh, are we going to get Bob on the stream tonight, guys? Hey, Bob. Hello. Oh, sorry, he's busy doing something. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sorry to interrupt. Just out here. Oh, Roddy Pups 5,000. Kat said she saw a sign, Roddy Pups for $5,000. Yeah, that's about right. People love Rottweilers. I'd pay $5,000 for a Roddy. The only thing is with Roddies, I grew up with Rottweilers. The only thing with Roddies is that I love them. They're beautiful, but I wouldn't trust them around children. They can be unpredictable. They have a strong bite on them. And they can, you just never know with a Roddy. I think their bark is worse than their bite, but I just don't think they're a breed that I would 100% trust and just like leave with a baby, or the neighbor's kid comes over, or a toddler, or, they make me a little bit nervy. But I would pay, but I love them. They're one of my favorite breeds. But I'd have to have no children ever come to my house ever to have a Roddy. The bangle. Oh, Betsy, I wasn't going to say the bangle, but that's great. So done. I don't know how much you're going to like it, Bet, because I got them as a sample. I won't say the brand. I'm going to open it up. I won't say the brand, but I'm not sure whether or not, I don't know that it's sort of like a darker sort of gold plate. And I wasn't sure, because you know how like everything's really shiny yellow gold now, but then my friend said she thought it made it look more like real gold, like solid gold. Anyway, you're getting it whether you like it or not, Bet, so you're getting that. What did you do with the ticker? Oh, that's good. That looks great, Bob. Thank you. That's very nice. No, I haven't read it yet. Congratulations, Bet, on your birthday prize. That's so nice of you. And everything is spelt, every word is spelt correctly there, which is very uncharacteristic of Bob. Corinne says, send me a Roddy meme. I can't wait to see it. Oh, good. I'm glad, Bet. Thank you. Oh, one's from my husband. Simon, my husband's on tonight. He said, "You're Roddy." This peed on the back of one of, oh, that's right. So this is my husband said, "Your Roddy peed up the back of one of my colleagues, and I will be forever thankful to him for that." That's right. When we first, okay, so I had a Rottweiler, and yes, and Simon and I had just started dating, and Simon was had come to visit with a guy that he was working with who he didn't like very much. I don't remember who it was, honey. Anyway, and my Rottweiler lifted its leg and peed all down the back of Simon, my future husband's, the guy he was working with. And my husband was like in love with my dog after that. So see why I married my husband. See, even the way he writes is clever. I will be forever thankful to him for that. He should have been a lawyer or a writer, my husband, but anyway, he's an engineer. That's boring. Kerry says, "On your Bet." I love you, Kerry. Guess what, Kerry? Got silver jewelry on its way. Has been ordered. It is coming. Leanne said, "Very funny, Simon." Love that. All right, Simon, can you just go away now? I don't know why he's here. That's odd. Okay, so... it's too early for Pope jokes, Bob, and you've made a couple tonight, and you need to stop because the Catholics will not like it, and they get very, very upset. Look at the Paris opening Olympics. That did not go down very well at all. I tell you what, that went down like a lead balloon. This is what I say about this. This is what I say. This is what annoys me about atheists and agnostics and stuff. And this is why I got a little bit turned off Ricky Gervais, who I think is very funny, but I got turned off him a little bit. I don't like people that make fun of people who are religious, regardless of whether you are or not. I just think, why go there? If someone is really a devout, whatever religion they are, like, good for them, makes them, like, why do we have to pull people down? That really irritates me. I'm glad you don't believe in God. That's fine. That's fine. The people that do believe, like, just leave people. Shut up, Bob. He goes, "Does that include the KKK?" Now, I'm just talking about, like, people are very sensitive about their religion and I think you should be a little bit respectful of people's relationship and knowing, there's no proof that God is there. And people do get offended when people make fun of Jesus and stuff. People do get offended, rightly so. And I'm just saying, just why do people do it? I don't find it funny. It's just upsetting for people. Yeah. And Kat said that was weird, the Olympics opening. Yes. It was a little odd. Definitely a bit strange. Now that's what I was going to say. So listen, there's news on Facebook as well. Bob's got some news for Bob. Tell us so we can start following the Facebook trials, because we were in Facebook jail last week. I don't know how we got there. We got a copyright strike. We're not even sure. I think it was because Bob put up a photo of Boris Johnson or something. Anyway, I know you created the photo. I know, but somehow we got a copyright strike. We don't understand that. And whereas other people can post completely, like, really offensive stuff, and they seem to manage to stay on Facebook. Anyway. But what's happening this week? Because you started telling me before we went live, and I said, can you save it for the tribe, because they might be interested in that. So Bob's got to put his voice on the stream. So do we have to wait? Oh, Kerry said, Kerry, what happened at the Paris Olympics? From now on, Kerry, whatever news there is in the world at all, I'm going to directly ring you up to tell you, because you don't seem to find out. I'm going to be like, okay, I better ring and tell Kerry There's a meteor about to hit the Earth in 45 minutes. She will not know. She'll be the only person in the world that does not know. She'll be like, dum-da-dum-da-dum, sitting at home. That's... Kath wants to know, Simon, if you got ozone on Wordle. I bet he did. Kath is very smart, my husband. Helen Marshall did. Helen got it, Kath. I hate Wordle. Oh, so boring. I hate puzzles, Wordle. I just like to just brain dead scroll through TikTok. One thing after another. Just doom scrolling through TikTok. And all you smarty pants. Yes, he got it in 4, Kath. Oh, I don't even know how to do Wordle. Hey, I'm just glad he went through a massive Sudoku. Oh, he was killing me with those Sudokus. He was going through this big Sudoku phase, but that's now been replaced by Wordle, which I prefer. You're welcome, Kerry. Karen, I didn't get it today. I've never got it. There you go, Karen. I've never got it. I don't even understand how to play it. So, Sam says, I'm not religious, but I have no issue with people who are. As long as they don't try and force their beliefs onto me, happy to have respectful discussion, but it's two-way street. I agree, Sam. That's what I'm saying. I just don't like people making, I just feel that it's become fair game now to, make fun of people that are in organised religions. And I'm like, just let them, as long as they're not harming everybody. Why do we have to do that? Just so you know, also, Kerry, there was a tremor in New South Wales tonight. Can't remember the summer. It came up on her phone earlier. Okay, I'm just letting Kerry know in case it becomes a full-blown earthquake. And Kerry's the only one that's like, what's happening? And we're all standing in the door frames trying not to die. And Kerry's like, dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum under the table. Adrian is so, I love you, Adrian. It's like nothing wrong with TikTok because that's me and Adrian all day. Till our next, I know, our next cramp up. And we're thinking, one more stupid reel, one more stupid TikTok. I know. Oh, God, that's so funny. And everybody else, Adrian's doing Wordle. Ooh, fancy. And we're just looking at dog videos. Oh, my God. Karen's asking Kerry if you know that the Queen is no longer with us. Kerry, that's so funny. Oh, God, that's just so funny. Scarlett says hi to everyone. Hi, Scarlett. My darling. Oh, she just screamed upstairs. That's so fun. I just heard her scream. Mummy heard you scream, darling. Anyway, Bob, are you ready? Okay. Yeah, she just went, and screamed when she heard her name. Yeah. You're right. No, I'm not talking about, Kerry said we're Aussies, Juz. We're born to make fun of everything. That's true too. Oh, that's so nice. That is so funny. Oh, Karen. Oh, sorry, Karen. That's got to be the comment of the night. That is so hilarious. Does Kerry know that the... Kerry goes, I did hear that, Karen. How funny are our tribe? Anyway, are you ready? Bob? We're all waiting. Okay. I am standing by.
Is this working?
Standing by for ages.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Is that coming through the stream?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's coming. Oh, it's coming through the stream. Okay. Here's Bob,
okay.
everybody.
So,
Bob, tell them about that Facebook thing.
So look,
I found that interesting.
Something I'm following very closely because, as you all know, I'm not a fan of Facebook or more importantly, Meta as a company is one of the what I consider to be the most evil companies on the planet. But we won't.
No, wait a minute, Bob. You don't you hate WhatsApp more than you hate Meta.
Yeah. Well, Meta owns WhatsApp.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I used to like it.
I love WhatsApp. I would die without WhatsApp.
Yeah, I used to like it, then they bought it, and then I stopped using it. But anyway, so there's been a metal whistleblower by the name of Sarah Wynne Williams, and it's on YouTube. Go and check out the videos of the Senate inquiry. It is still, the inquiry I think is still happening, but the results of that will be out in the next week, I hope. But I will keep you up to date over the next week, because the allegations that have been made are nothing short of spectacular with things like essentially Meta selling a lot of the US users' data directly to the Chinese Communist Party and other things like this. So stay tuned. Yes, it's pretty solid. This is my version of what's the thing that you do, Juzzy, the gossipy style celebrity news. This is my version of celebrity news.
Yeah, it is pretty good. We should people. There are a couple of people freaking out because they didn't hear you on last week. Yes, Amanda, we got him on last week. And Fiona says she got a sexy voice. Vomit. I don't think so, but he has got a good radio voice. No, I did not know that, Aid. No. So just a quick question. So I'm just asking, like, okay, so the whistleblower is like someone obviously that works for the company, and then they go and tell someone else, and then the US government sets up like a big trial. But what is okay, so what I don't get, are they selling people's data to get even richer than they are? Is that the sort of thing that they might be doing? I don't understand why. Aren't they like, I don't get when people,
No.
I don't get how rich people want to be.
No. You're missing the point here. So one of
I'm
the reasons
confused.
for that
Sorry.
is that any Chinese person that had defected to the US who had a Facebook account, the CCP would ask them to disable and ban them from the any Meta products.
Oh, I see.
So it's not used for making money. It's used for, well, essentially spying on people, and other things too. Yeah, not for good. That's what I'm saying.
Is this why you're scared of Facebook?
No, I'm not scared of them. They're just evil.
No, but you've never wanted to be on Facebook. Is this why?
No, I never have been. No.
Yeah. He doesn't have Facebook. But
No.
you were on this years ago. I remember years ago bringing up like things and platforms, and you're like, I would never be on that because they steal this and they steal that and they steal your privacy, and everybody just thought you were just nuts.
They still do.
No, but now I'm starting to think there might be something in some of the stuff that you think, and
Maybe.
the conspiracy. A lot of conspiracy theories have turned out to be true. I'm sorry, everyone. I was so on board the COVID train. I was like up there, jab me, jab my kids, please jab me. I was like, whatever the government says. Well, we've since found out that the vaccine wasn't as effective as they were saying. And not that I'm just not the sort of conspiracy theorist that thinks that they just from the beginning it was all engineered so they could all make money and they all knew. I think people were just trying to do the best with the knowledge that they had, and then they believed the doctors. So I'm sort of like a centrist conspiracy theorist. I don't think people are completely evil. And I do like to trust the government a little bit, but I'm now starting to go, well, they were wrong about that vaccine. You still did catch COVID and you still were able to pass on COVID. And it was probably not something we should have been injecting ourselves with because it was very experimental. So I'm sort of in the middle. Do I regret having it? Yes, because I don't really know what I was like jabbing my children with. And now I do regret it. And I'm a little annoyed because they probably people should have had the right to choose. I do believe that. But at the time, I was like, everyone should get it because it's going to keep everybody safe. So now that whole coronavirus pandemic thing has just opened my mind a little bit to not being so anti-conspiracy theory. So, such a yes person, and to be a little bit more open-minded that people might not have the right motives and they might not. And you've done that, Bob, with things like Meta and stuff, and you've and Facebook, you've been, and password hacking and all that stuff that you've sort of taught me, because I'm like, why would anyone want my password to some stupid app I'm in, blah blah blah. But you've been able to say, well, actually they can do this and this with it and stuff like that. So I thank you for that, Bob. You're not as crazy as, like, when people say bad stuff about you, I'm like, hey, he's not as crazy as he looks.
Thanks, Juzzy.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, you can go back to producing the show now. Thank you, Bob. You're welcome. Oh, now he's back in my ear, guys. Sam says, plus they love to suppress dissent among the population. Helen's asking, Bob, might we be seeing more scam ads because of this sort of information, Bob? Because she said she's definitely seeing more scam ads. Definitely. But how do you prove it? That's the problem. Yeah. Gail says, and they're saying it's back again. Sorry, now we're going back to COVID. Yeah, like I don't know. I wouldn't be having any more COVID jabs. No, I wouldn't be doing that now. Oh. Karen said, same here, Juzzy. I had 4 jabs thinking I was helping, not to ever pass it on to anyone, but it turns out it wasn't ever going to do that anyway. Exactly right. Yeah, and Karen said, and I never got the virus. Anyway, well, the irony in our family was that we all got the jab, and we were umming and ahhing about Scarlett because she was so small, and we weren't sure, and then we all caught COVID, and she flew through it, and the rest of us were really sick. Like Julian had a temperature. I was this close to the hospital. It was so high. And he'd had the shot, he'd had the COVID vaccine, and Scarlett didn't have the vaccine, and she was much better with the thing. And we were like, look, viruses are the most dangerous thing on Earth. That is a fact. Anyone will tell you that, because they are unpredictable in human beings, and that is true. So I could catch a virus and just have a cough and a sore throat, and someone next to me could get the same virus and it could kill them. So they act very quickly, and they act different in each person, and then they can mutate, and they are like, I don't believe that, but I think, in terms of just how that ran, and people losing their jobs because they weren't having, I think it all went a little bit too far. But it's always great to have 20/20 vision in hindsight as well. So and Mary says, thanks, Bob. She says, yes, go on. Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. Well, why don't you say that? You say that. You tell them that, Bob, because that's really good. Leanne says, I hate it. Oh, you there?
Yes.
Tell them what you said about conspiracy theorists.
I just think, instead of it being labelled a conspiracy theory, it's just a theory. That's it. We all have theories. There's just another theory. It doesn't have to be labelled anything. Just a theory.
Yeah, Bob doesn't like labels. Good one, Bob. Thanks. That's true. It's very well. I think and I think the tribe all agreed. Like it was a time where it for people that were real rule followers like me, it just opened my mind up afterwards a little bit, because we've learned things now about it. And even the fact that I think the scariest thing is that it's now been proven that it did come from the lab in Wuhan. And that's like the plot of a horror film. There was a horror film about that one with Gwyneth Paltrow, like the Outbreak. You remember that was Outbreak, wasn't it? That was, so even that, you think, well, sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. Like, you can't believe, but they've now said, yep, it did escape the lab, whether it was deliberate, whether it was, but we now know it came out of that lab. And that's just a plot of a film. You just can't believe these things are real. Anyway, so the fact that even that turned out to be true is scary enough. So if it then turns out in a few years that there's whistleblowers from the pharmaceutical companies who maybe staged that so they could sell the vaccine, I don't like to think that's true. But Helen says, I'm having COVID booster on Monday and had all the others and never got COVID. Had flu jab 2 weeks ago and it took me a week to get over it. Yeah, the flu jab, if you get it and you're a little bit run. See, the thing about the flu jab, though, is I have no issue with that because I understand it. They give you a touch of the flu, so then all your antibodies go, oh, okay, and they build up their little army. So when you actually are exposed to the influenza virus, you already have some of the immunity to it. Makes total sense to me. I'm not a scientist, but makes total sense to me. The thing about the COVID vaccine is they don't give you COVID to build up that immunity. It's that mRNA thing. So they're actually playing a little bit with they're playing with your strains and your strands, and they're doing something a little bit different, which is not so I can't get my head around how it works, and that scares me a little bit. Kerry says, apparently the more extreme your reaction to a vaccine, the more effective it's doing its job. Yep, that makes sense. I'd believe that. And Adrian says, had to do the best. And I agree. I think people were just doing their best because there was no information to go at the beginning. And if I was like the president of a country, I'd do the same thing. I'd say, everybody stay at home. We don't know what's going on yet. And Gail says, who knows what stuff we put in our bodies with that jab. And I agree with that too. I agree with that. I'm just like somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm going to get for the next stream? I don't know if everyone has seen, there's a there's a montage of the mayors in Italy. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm Italian. But there is all the mayors in Italy during COVID speaking to their constituents, and it's one of the funniest things you will ever see in your life. Whereas in Australia or in other countries, they were saying, please stay at home. There will be fines if you blah blah blah. But the Italian mayors were saying, we will come to your house with flamethrowers. It was just so it was so extreme, and it's such a great clip. And then and they were saying, you're all sneaking out to go to the hairdresser. Well, your hair's gonna look great when you're dead in your coffin. And they were just so Italian, it's so angry at all the people because they were all sneaking out and taking their dogs for walks so they could get out of the house. And I'm going to get you this clip because it really shows you the difference between Italian politicians who do not give a shit about what they say and how they say it. They don't care about corruption over there. I think, anyway, you'll love it. I'll get it for you. Christine said, I just got the shingles vaccine on Tuesday, still recovering from it. Yeah, so I only recently learned that there was a shingles vaccine, Bob. Did you know there's a shingles vaccine? I think it's fairly new. A couple of years. Oh, you've had shingles, Bob? Yeah, apparently it's very painful. Yeah. I'm really scared. Because everyone that's had shingles goes, oh, it was the worst thing I've ever been through. And I'm like, oh my God. But yes, you can get the vaccine now. So from 50, I think. So anyone past 50, I think they give it to you. Yeah, the subtle approach, Corinne, absolutely. Karen says shingles. And is no fun at all. Leanne says the shingles vaccine is a bad one too. Yeah, but I think from what it sounds like, Leanne, much better than getting shingles. Which is oh, right. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh, no. Oh, Bob, did you get that clip that I sent you of the fish that came alive while she was seasoning it? You didn't put that on the... It started flipping. Oh, you think that was a setup? Oh, okay. Oh, is that why you didn't put it on the stream? Oh, okay. It looked real to me. Oh, it's because you forgot. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, no. Well, I just thought it was good for the vegans. They'll be like, this is why we're vegan. Oh, yeah. Okay, leave it, Bob. A lot of people put the mobile phone. Sorry, hold on, I just got to read this comment. Yeah, Lydia says, I'm more of a natural girl, love tonics, vitamins, and healthy food. Not a fan of flu shots, but as I'm getting older, my mind may change. Yeah, look, I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, my dad never, ever, ever got the flu and never had the flu shot. And then, I don't know. I really, I don't know about that. We do get it. We did catch the flu this year because we hadn't had the flu shot yet. And so I don't know. And it was nasty. We got it from the hospital when Scarlett had the pancreatitis. So anyway, yes, I agree with that too. Helen. Yeah, so I think you can get it. Is it after 50 or after 60? I'm going to be there because I do not want shingles. My cousin Ray had it recently as well, and he was in agony too. And I'm like, oh, sounds terrible. And then my mother-in-law got it recently. Oh, it's just strange. Seems to be a lot of it going around at this time. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Welcome to the stream. Oh God, I've been here for an hour. Hey, everybody, thank you so much. I know I just sort of popped up surprise tonight because I think I said I wasn't going to be here because it was going to be Anza. Oh, and for those of you going to the dawn service tomorrow, I know Sam is off to the dawn service. I think Helen said she was off to the dawn service tomorrow. So we appreciate you staying up late tonight because you are going to be up early tomorrow. So a very special day tomorrow, Anzac Day, lest we forget. So we'll be thinking of all the people, it's still so wonderful to see the turnout and how much the kids love Anzac Day, and the schools still have something to do with it and get the kids to volunteer and go to the parade. And I think it's an amazing and wonderful thing. So very special day in Australia tomorrow. Karen says, and we didn't even mention Katy Perry becoming an astronaut. Karen's just like me. She's so celebrity obsessed. Look, listen. All I can say is it's not a fun era to be a celebrity. It's not a fun era because I think people are so hyper aware now of the haves and have-nots. And so when the haves spend money on frivolous things, the world knows about it now, and then you think about all the have-nots, and so there's so much resentment and bitterness. Whereas many years ago, if you were a celebrity and you owned an island, people were it was just a different thing. Now I don't know if it's a tall poppy thing, but yes, when a whole bunch of women go up into space and spend like hundreds of billions of dollars to get up there and come back down just to say that they've done it, and they're all in tight latex suits and they're up there with little photos of their kids in space. I think the people, that are struggling, especially in the US, with the economy at the moment, to put food on the table and pay their electricity bill and stuff, are probably thinking, you know what? Up yours, Katy Perry. Get stuffed, Gayle King. And so I think that's why they had so much backlash to that, because it felt like such a folly, didn't it? Like a little joyride up to space. And then they didn't help themselves because they should have come back and said, it was really fun. I was like floating around in space and I can't believe I got the opportunity to do it. And wow, I was really scared. I was hoping it wasn't going to blow up. But instead they came back and they were like, we did such like an amazing thing. They kissed the ground and they talked about all the training that they did. And the journalists were asking them, what does it feel like to be an astronaut? And they should have shut those journalists down and said, I'm not an astronaut. I just got clipped into a seat and up it went, and I just held on for dear life. But I think the earnestness with which they approached it is why they were ridiculed so heavily, because I think they played that wrong. And do you know what? I will tell you now, I would not go up into space for $100 billion, because nothing good happens in space. Nothing good happens in space. I would not go up there. Would be so afraid, just the slightest little crack in something and your whole head explodes with no. And they were so brave, and to do that. But I think why they got so much backlash is because they didn't, I think they should have just said, yes, Bob said this is like the real life Hunger Games now. So again, like the people in District 13 that can't feed themselves, and then they've got the rich people that are just flying up into space. It's just not the right time. It's not the right time, because the gap between the people that have and don't have is getting bigger and bigger and wider, and it's harder and harder and to make ends meet for everyone in the world. So when stuff like that's on the news, that's why it's... Anyway, Kath says hot air balloon. Never in a million years, Kath, would I get up into a hot air balloon. Never. Not even for... No way! No, I live here in Camden, so they take off just behind my house, and I see them go up all the time, and I'm like, rest in peace. Rest in peace. We had a terrible thing about 6 months ago here. A terrible, terrible thing. We had the Camden airport behind us, so the light planes take off, and they had a 16-year-old boy on his first solo flight, and he got up, panicked, said, I want to come back, radioed that he wanted to come back, just freaked out up there, and he crashed and he died. And I thought, wow, 16-year-olds should not be left alone to fly planes. It's too, I don't trust my 16-year-old to bring the bins up. I'm literally watching him through the window, because they're so stupid that I don't even know if they're going to make it up the driveway. I don't know what they're going to do. I can't get them in the shower, as if I would put one up in an aircraft. It's just too... Anyway, that's got nothing to do with me getting up in a hot air balloon, but no, I would not do that. Adrian says, going to see Katy in June. My partner won tickets. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, love Katy Perry. Look, I feel sorry for the back. I do feel sorry for how much. It'll be a great concert, Adrian. You just wouldn't want to be a celebrity nowadays. You wouldn't. They can't get involved in politics. People just hate them. People just generally hate them. So, okay. It's time for me to go. Corinne says, starts at 3:30. Oh, it's 3:30 dawn service. I thought it was 5. 3:30. Are you filming? Are you doing dawn service, Bob? Am I keeping you awake? Oh, not this year. Oh, you're cool. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Bob's coordinating Sydney, Canberra and Western Australia. So there you go, everybody. So when you watch the dawn service, just know that Bob is involved. I'm going to let him go to bed. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about that, because he's been focused on the election, because he's covering the election. So these streams are going to be so much better after the election, because he's had so many things on that he's had to do, like New Year's Eve fireworks, blah, 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 or so many things. And now Mardi Gras, he did Mardi Gras, and now... he's got the election. So once that's over, tell you what, this stream's gonna be mint. It can only go up. It can only go up. All right, so we're gonna let Bob go to bed, and Helen and everybody else who is going to the dawn service. Lest we forget, thank you, tribe. Love you all. We'll see you next Thursday. Happy birthday, Bet, and congratulations on your bangle. And I'm going to see everybody next week. Good night, tribe.
I've got a card full, a list that's written down. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got a tribe here, we're shopping all around. No, yeah, yeah. I've got a tribe, come and join me. We paint the town so bright. We shop from day to night. Oh no, yeah. I got a feeling every hour laughing all the way, knowing that this day is fine, the deals and won't let any slip away.